Hey everybody, my name is Beck and welcome to my 22-week bump date. I'm so excited to be sharing with you how I've been traveling, how Bub's been traveling, and I'm going to give you an update on my belly shot. My bump has grown so much and I'm excited to show you just the growth spurt that it's had. So if you like the sound of this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really supports my channel. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button if you haven't done so already to join us on our rainbow baby journey. So let's get into it. Holy dooly. Last week has been a really big week. Like, to say that it was a big week is literally an understatement because it was our last week of online learning, and this coming week we're going back on campus with all the students on site. So we were wrapping up online learning, and I also had a death in the family, and that is emotionally and physically and mentally draining. Some of my pregnancy symptoms that I'm sharing with you are symptoms that I fully believe is more so out of exhaustion and not just the usual typical pregnancies. The first couple of ones that I'm sharing are definitely related to overtiredness and me not being able to look after myself the way that I should be able to. The one thing I've had really bad this week is heartburn. It has crept up again. I feel that this is a symptom that I mostly get when I am overtired because it mostly comes at nighttime. So one thing that I've been doing to kind of combat heartburn is Michael is making me chai tea. So we've got some chai tea powder from Aldi, and he heats up some lactose-free milk and he makes me a chai before bed, and that really does seem to work to get rid of the heartburn, which is really good. I'm also getting a lot of headaches at the moment, and I feel like there's two reasons why. It's either because I'm overtired and or because I'm not keeping hydrated. And one thing that I'm really trying to be conscious of is making sure that my fluids are staying up. Those two symptoms are symptoms that I'm feeling because I am pregnant and I'm supporting growing another life, but it's symptoms that I'm also getting because I'm so tired this week. Another 22-week symptom that has kept on going is dry lips. Though when I've been watching other people's videos and their updates around this similar time, they're also getting dry lips, so I feel like this is definitely a pregnancy related one. We are coming into the beginning of winter, which is exciting, so I'm just using some lip balm on my lips. I carry it in my pocket at work or just in my work bag, and I put it on when I need to, and that seems to do the trick. But dry lips has definitely been a symptom this last couple of weeks, really. Appetite-wise, I think I'm going slightly backwards. I'm not eating like I used to in the first trimester. I'm not even really snacking anymore. So a usual day of eating for me is breakfast. I have a red apple for a snack. I have lunch, which is generally a leftover from the night before. I'll have some coconut yogurt and fruit for afternoon tea, and then I'll eat some dinner. And then, like I said, I'm kind of getting heartburn at nighttime, so then I have a chai tea. That's my usual eating cycle at the moment. So it's really normal and typical for someone my age, and I'm not feeling like I'm starving or I'm getting morning sickness or anything like that. If I do need an extra snack, I'll grab an extra snack, but that's what my usual eating day is like. As I said at the beginning, I feel like my belly has definitely popped and grown being 22 weeks. I feel a lot bigger. I can feel that my bump is present when I'm going to pick something over. I get a bit of a tummy ache, so I'm having to bend at the knees and not just pivot at the hips. I can tell in my clothing now there are certain clothes that no longer fit me, which is fine. I'm so thankful that it is growing. My shortness of breath isn't as bad as it was a couple of weeks ago. That's also become better, so I'm really thankful for that, which is kind of strange because I figured the bigger baby's growing, the less lung capacity I have, but I'm thankful that my lung capacity is back to normal, but my belly has definitely grown, which is really exciting because now I can share how Bub is going this week. According to my pregnancy app, Bub is now 30 centimeters long, which is the size of a ruler, and the vegetable for this is a piece of corn, which is crazy to think that. And I'm so tiny in the torso. When you stay tuned until the end and you see my belly shot update, you will see that my torso is really small. So to think that 30 centimeters of that is going to be Bub, That just blows my mind. That's so big. I am feeling definite movements now. Michael isn't having to guess anymore if that was Bobby kicking or if that was just something else. He even had his hand on my stomach at one point and his hand actually bounced off because he wasn't prepared for Bub to be kicking that hard, which is really cool. I am seeing sleep patterns starting to arise now, so times where Bub sleeps and times when Bub is awake, which is really exciting that that is already starting to happen. The last 2 days I'm a bit worried because Bub's movement has gone down, but nothing where there's been no movements. It's just not punching and kicking, it's more like turning and stretching sort of a situation. The other thing is the last 2 days I haven't had any caffeine in my diet because I know that when I do have a cup of coffee, Bub's movements do become a bit stronger and a bit more frequent, so that's the reason why I'm assuming they tell you to keep to just your 1 cup a day for caffeine intake. But Bub's movements are definitely visible on the surface now and present and on my bladder a lot. Another thing that I'm really starting to feel this week is bubbling on my right side, especially when I'm driving or sitting. I can feel more pressure on this right side going downwards rather than my left. And I'm having to sleep on my left side to get comfortable just because of Bub's positioning. Yeah, that's Bub's update. So in true Bek form, I'm going to show you the hand and foot comparison according to the app. So the grey line is what Bub's hand will look like when it comes out, and the pink solid handprint is Bub's current handprint right now. And the second part is their footprint. So once again, it's the same thing. The outline is what Bub will be when it comes out, and the pink is what it currently is now. When I see this comparison, I can see the physical representation of why I'm feeling things so much stronger, because the bigger those hand and feet prints are getting, obviously the stronger their muscles are getting. There has been a part of me mentally this week that has wondered how I'm going to continue to be comfortable for the next couple of months, because I am feeling quite large now and I'm being really cautious about how much pressure I'm lifting and pushing and whatever, because I don't want to do any damage to Bob whatsoever. And I am already looking pretty pregnant. Like if I was a first-time mom, people would say that I'm in my 3rd trimester, which I'm not. So I'm intrigued to see how this all turns out. Like I said, if you are also intrigued, hit that red subscribe button, because I'm sure my belly is going to look rather big, and I'm sure, which I'll be updating you on, is people will be telling me that I look like I have twins. Already people are asking me if I have twins, and it's just the fact that this is my 4th pregnancy, my 3rd that has traveled this far along, and my abs and body just obviously know what it does during pregnancy. So let's get into my belly shot update. As always, if you've liked watching this bump date, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports my channel. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button if you want to stay tuned for further bump dates and how parenting and life in general with 2 toddlers and being pregnant is going, because we keep it raw and real on my channel, because this parenting gig doesn't come with a rule book. We only have each other. And I'll see you in my next upload.